Hi, this is the Doodle Groomer Chick again, and we're gonna talk about nails. What is desired, what are extremes, and how can we play around with a nail clipper and nail file to get to the ideal spots. So let's start here. This is a natural nail shape located and positioned the way that it's comfortable for the dog, and this particular doggy is going to be able to file its nail perfectly in case he or she gets enough exercise. Whenever the doggy's toenail is located a little bit different, like you're gonna see that it's more like facing forward than downward, then this doggy is gonna have a little bit harder time filing the nail. In case it's a high energy level one, then he's still gonna be able to succeed in case he or she gets to play around and run around enough. But oftentimes these doggies need a little bit of help from us to get to the point when they're gonna feel comfortable. Whenever the nail gets longer and it reaches the ground, whenever the doggy is standing 4 feet on the ground naturally, then it's gonna put quite some pressure on the nail, let alone when the doggy is running or playing or trying to get a good grip, jumping up somewhere or on someone. So this doggy desperately needs some help to get the nail shorter, at least to the point when it's not touching the ground. So in this situation, I would cut the nail up to somewhere like this point. The reason for that, and with not only with one cut, I would go tiny by tiny. The reason for that is whenever we are reaching the soft sole, the jello part, then we're gonna be able to stay safe, and that's gonna be enough to stimulate the doggy to get this quick grow back to be shorter one whenever the doggy is filing the nail while running. So this is gonna be an ideal part, ideal length, ideal cut to get the doggy to move the quick back so we can go shorter without hitting the quick. Now I'm gonna have a separate video to explain for you how you're gonna be able to get to this point with the multiple teeny tiny little cuts. Let's talk about another one. This case is very similar to this one because the tip of the nail already touching the ground, just like here. The difference is, which makes it much bigger problem for this dog, is that it's elevating the toe pad. Very painful, extreme amount of pressure on the feet, on the toenail. Doggies are having hard time walking, so they're gonna end up filing the nail even less. So it's a vicious cycle, and we definitely need to step in to make the doggy comfortable again and to have the toe pad nice and grounded again. Whenever we are in this situation, we may need, depending on how long the quick has grown down together with the nail, we may need to schedule multiple appointments to get to the proper length, like up here, because in case the quick has grown down together with the nail, like in this case, we won't be able to cut it as short as we want. In this situation we can, but we don't have x-ray eyes, so we need to do the trimming, and after we trim the doggy's nails and found this spot, then we're gonna be able to let the doggy owner know what's going on with it, and we can make a plan. Whenever it goes wild, it's similar to this case, but the doggy nail is very curled back. Now I'm sensing, but this is a Dukla, but I've seen this on toenails as well, so it doesn't require to be a Dukla to get to this stage to curl back and touch the doggy's skin. Now as you can see, it's only touching the skin, but still elevating the toe pad, which is again really not comfortable, and we put a lot of pressure on the soft tissue whenever the doggy is walking, and a lot of pressure on the toenail itself, and the whole feet is gonna be held positioned in a very unnatural and painful way, which will result in sensitivity oftentimes in the upper arms, and it's very not comfortable for the doggies. So we really definitely have to step in. Now you can see the quick, the red part has grown down together with the nail here as well. So whenever it's that case, we again need to make a plan like here to get this nail grow back without hurting the dog with one cut. Now, I would love to stop here for a quick note that oftentimes doggy owners get the information that we had to cut the doggy's nail super short because it was way longer. Whenever we do that, and doggies tend to have that experience when they go under anesthesia for some other reason, like cleaning the teeth or surgery or something, because they are not going to react whenever we are doing it. It's a very, very painful. I'm not saying this situation is not painful. I'm not saying that. But in my professional and personal opinion would be like, this is way more humane and it's going to cause way less anxiety and trauma to the dog than doing that. Whenever we cut the nails way too short, I mean to the proper length, but way shorter than the quick would let us do it, it's gonna result in a lot of pain in the doggy. And we know that even after the doggy gets some painkillers or a quick step powder on the nails, it's gonna be very, very painful. They're gonna develop so crazy sensitivity to the feet that it's gonna be a groomer with crazy amount of skills and desensitization tricks and willingness to do it on the doggy on a busy schedule, and willing doggy owner who would bring the doggy back to desensitize the doggy for that I would not go this way on my personal dog, not even on myself, in case I would have the same nail type. So, and that's why I just wanted to point it out, that whenever you got that information, it's a very helpful in case you pinpoint your needs, your doggy's needs, your willingness to do and plan ahead and schedule different meetups to get that quick grow back the fastest possible way and with the least intervention, the least painful intervention, so the doggy will be okay with nail trimming on the long run, and you wouldn't, because desensitization is always much harder than to pay a little bit more attention and get on a schedule and get the nails done only. Doggy groomers and even veterinarians do nails only, so you don't have to book a whole full haircut to get the nails done. You can ask for a nail trim only and they will do it. Okay, so let's jump to this nail. What's going on in here? Curl back again. It can be a dew claw or toenail. The doggy is walking on the nail again. It's crazy painful, and it's squeezing the toenail together in case it's a toenail. In case it's not, this pressure is not there, because whenever it's a dew claw, there is no pressure. They're not walking on here. It's curled back to the side of the nail. So in case it were my toenail, then it would curl back up. It wouldn't grow in the nail. That's gonna be a different picture. So it curls back up. It's rubbing against the side of the toenail. It's not comfortable at all. And oftentimes it can end up in infections in case it's rubbing too much and there's gonna be a sore wound under there.